Hey guys, I'm just here chilling at work, bored. So one of the things I wanted to kind of go over with you guys is searching for laundromats. I mentioned different ways to search in the training course. One of the great ways is actually Craigslist. I'm on my phone right now, and I downloaded the Craigslist app, so we're just gonna click on this and pull up the search menu on here. Click on search. Of course, you're gonna have all these advertisements. Different ways to search: laundromats, coin washers, coin dryers. These are other things that are turnkey businesses, which means it's businesses that are already up and running. We're just going to click on laundromat. The area code that you live in. I usually do 100 miles. Doesn't mean I'm actually going to travel 100, but it pulls up everything in the area. And then we're going to click search. Should pull up a whole bunch of different laundromats and other stuff too, like neon signs. Here's a turnkey laundromat, 37,000. Kind of high. Grant Park. Here's a great example right here. I actually did a video on this Grant Park right here. Grant Park, Illinois, laundromat for rent. Let me move this camera out of the way. Rent out a fully furnished laundromat. Bullshit. This laundromat needs a little work, but has roughly 10 washing machines and 12 dryers. They're all working but 2. This all comes with a rental. Tenant pays all utilities. Deposit is at $1,500, which is due. In fact, that these machines are very valuable and in working condition. You saw the video. You saw what the laundromat looks like. Yes, some of the machines are worth money, but you're gonna have to dump money into this laundromat. $1,500. I think one of the front load washers was what, a 40-pound washer, so you had $2,500. So $1,500 is not bad at all. You could possibly make him break up this down payment or deposit that he's requiring. Most laundromats require a deposit anyways for their rental units. But he's asking what, $350 for rent? So $350 is actually really cheap. Doesn't really tell you how many square feet it is, what the water looks like, anything like that. So I actually sent an email to him because this did pop up earlier. I sent an email today. So if we actually go back to my main screen, oops, sorry, not there. Emails, Gmail. There it is, Craigslist. I'm going to show you exactly what I sent them. Right here, it said, I saw that you posted a laundromat for lease on Craigslist. How many square feet is a laundromat? Are the utilities separate from the tenants that are attached to the laundromat? Because there's actually like 2 commercial units in the front, and then there's 3 rental units above, if I'm correct. And then I asked, are you offering any TI for this place? So any tenant improvement money. He replied, how many square feet is laundromat? 1,200 square foot. So this is actually decent size. So 1,200 is actually not bad, especially being the only laundromat in town. Utilities separate from tenants that are attached to laundromat. No, only laundry utilities. A little confused on this part. I think he's trying to say that it is separated, that the water, gas, and electric are separate from the other rentals. But double check that, because it has drop ceilings. Maybe down the road one of the tenants tied into the electricity from the landlord, or from the laundromat that the landlord's paying for the tenant stuff. So it can get confusing. Just make sure everything is separate. Turn off the breakers, check out the water, check out the gas. Just make sure none of it's running upstairs to the other tenants or commercial units or anything like that, because you definitely want to pay more than what you're getting. Definitely measure out the laundromat. Make sure you're getting 1,200 square foot. Even though rent's only what, $350, very, very cheap. Are you offering any TI for this place? No, it's not in terrible shape. You and I know from the video, both videos that I did. First video that is on YouTube, place didn't look too bad. The second video was even in worse condition. There was a chair down there with poop and pee all over the place. I mean, some of the machines were torn apart. Place does need a lot of work, so I don't know what he's talking about. The place is not in terrible shape. Even though he wants $1,500, you could probably break it up, like I mentioned, into a 3-month payment plan if you don't have the $1,500 up front. You might even be able to convince them to give you the place, the rent out, but he's going to require a down payment. So I think that's where he's getting away with the $1,500 because the machines are worth $1,500 as a down payment because he doesn't want someone taking the machines and saying goodbye. So I don't blame the guy for that. So technically, the down payment for the place is $1,500 and your monthly rent is $350. So you probably even talk him down from the $1,500 to even cheaper. The TI, even though he says that he's not offering the TI money, I would email him back, say, hey, can we meet up in person? Let's walk through this laundromat and just start pointing out stuff. Hey, look, there's a hole here. What are you going to do with this stairwell that came down into the laundromat? Obviously, I'm going to need TI money to remove the stairwell or put a new doorway in so that it's not coming to my laundromat. You want to be able to close the laundromat, not be forced into a 24-hour laundromat that anybody has access to. And then is that doorway that goes into another space a different commercial unit that comes into your laundromat, or is it part of the rental? If it's not part of the rental, get rid of it. So, I mean, that's TI money right there. So there's a lot of things that you can convince them on fixing. There's no air conditioning, as we saw. I mean, there's a heater, but no air conditioning. He says no TI doesn't mean that he's not going to offer anything. He thinks that this laundromat has value in a small town. So we're going to see him in person, talk to him, and start pointing out stuff in person. Be like, you don't want to say, "Oh, this place is so ran down," blah 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 blah. Just say, "Hey, look, the ceiling tiles are there's leaks. So why is it leaking? Is there water pipes up here? Replace some ceiling tiles for me. Look at the floor. I'm gonna have to replace all this floor and stuff. I'm gonna have to dump some money in this laundromat to get it up and running again. I'm gonna need your help in the process of doing that. And one of the processes, this doorway, both of these doorways, I need air conditioning. Not only is it helping the laundromat stay cool, but it's helping with the tenants above. So I don't know if he's paying for the gas and electric for the tenants upstairs, or if they're paying their own. If he's paying for it, if he installs the air conditioning unit on the bottom, it's going to keep all the heat from rising and stuff, from like the dryers and stuff. So it can benefit him. The place does need a lot of work. You can actually you can get this laundromat for free. Especially if he's just saying rent's $350, deposit is $1,500. I hate how he worded it, that the machines are worth so much money. And even though it is, but you can't look at value and what if the place is making money. So let's go back to Craigslist, see what else they got. That was a great example right there for Grant Park. Here's another one. This one's Indiana and wants $10,000. So I mean, just check out the pictures that they post on here. There's some really old machines right there. Laundromats. Looks like a Maytag top loader right there. Small mom and pop drop off, blah blah blah. Equipments. 8 Whirlpool top load washers, 2 Speed Queens, 2 Wascomats, 74 double front load washers. So I mean, a lot's coming with this. So they're proud. Why are you selling a laundromat if it's making money? Especially at $10,000. Does it say how many square feet it is? I don't see. So that's the thing to ask. How many square feet is this laundromat? Because from the pictures of it, it looks like the Grant Park laundromat. Maybe 1,200 square foot right there. Maybe smaller. Is it worth $10,000? You have to go investigate yourself. How many machines are broken down? What does the place look like? Are there customers in there? I would always talk them down because people always post their Craigslist higher than what they want because they're expecting people to talk them down. $10,000, you could probably say, hey, $2,500 or $3,500 as a starting point, and just kind of negotiate back and forth. They might hang up on you and think you're crazy. Come back in a couple months. Is the place still for sale? Hey, I offer $2,500. How about $3,500? I'm interested. People will negotiate or work out a deal with you. He's not going to sell it for $10,000 unless someone's desperate and get into a laundromat business really quick, and then they're going to have to turn around and dump money into the laundromat. So what else do they got? Equipment. Just a great way. They got some machines, shopping cart, portable washing for rent or lease, $3,000. Store for rent, Chicago. It's good laundromat, grocery store. So this is a vanilla laundromat, and they want you to dump. It's gonna be like $200,000-$300,000 just to make it into a laundromat. So this is actually a vanilla place that doesn't even have the hookups for it. So those kind of places stay away from. Unless you got the money, this is a great way to just kind of look through and see what's available. Use your resources, use the internet. Craigslist is one of the great ways. Facebook, search for laundromats for sale online. The best way that I recommend is to go out and scout. Check out your town, see what's around you, and everything else, and see if you can find a ran-down laundromat and make an offer. That's the best way to find a laundromat for sale. You'd be shocked. A lot of people don't know how to sell their laundromat. They're just running it and making buy because they just don't know how to sell their laundromat. So go out, scout the store, and achieve your dreams. I wish you guys the best.